The entrepreneurial ecosystem in India is misunderstood. So many questions today about the lack of entrepreneurship in India, but I think India probably has more entrepreneurs than almost any other country in the world. There are more people who choose to become an entrepreneur in India, and that is becoming increasingly a choice for people even now with college degrees, people from leading institutions.
Inherently, we believe that governments can no longer generate jobs on their own as much as you want in India. We're no longer looking up to the government for providing jobs. They thought they had the capacity, the skill sets to start a business and provide more jobs for others in their neighborhood or among their acquaintances. So it was very clear that that spirit of entrepreneurship had to be kept up, and solutions which are going to be local, at the same time which could be scaled up, were all to be encouraged.
I am very happy to personally welcome you to our state of Telangana and to the historic city of Hyderabad. We feel very proud to be hosting one of the most prestigious global events. Hyderabad, a most happening city with vibrant economic activity, is recognized all over the world as a welcoming and most hospitable destination.
I think the city really is spent a lot to welcome us, so I find that that's very beautiful, and it feels like there's people from all over the world, so I'm excited to share ideas.
Today, we come together to celebrate what is happening here in India, what is happening in the United States and all over the world. Entrepreneurs are revolutionizing our economies and improving our societies.
The power to think differently and ahead of the time for the betterment of mankind is what sets entrepreneurs apart. I see that power in India's young generation today.
This year's summit is focused on a theme that is key to our future: women first, prosperity for all. We must ensure women entrepreneurs have access to capital, access to networks and mentors, and access to equitable laws. This is the future we can, will, and must build together. And this is the promise of the visionaries gathered in this room today.
Women entrepreneurs own 30% of small and medium enterprises in emerging markets, and we know that if we can reduce financial barriers, we can increase that number, and women will fuel economic growth and job creation in emerging markets.
Women, we actually do not have real special policies for women, and I think the only special thing that we do is to create that environment where women feel confident that it's on the basis of their merit that they will rise.
All the research we see all the time shows that by empowering women, by women getting engaged in the economy, that makes for stronger economies.
The issues of the women in India are very much the same, so we're all fighting the same struggle, the same causes. Having said that, I am a firm believer that women don't just build businesses, they build nations. So at the end of the day is that wherever you've been placed in a privileged position of being able to make a difference, doesn't matter how small, doesn't matter how big, it really is your responsibility and your purpose to be able to make that difference.
It's an incredible platform to evangelize entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. I think the younger generation today, of first generation entrepreneurs, need a lot of parental support. But to see the Prime Minister of a country and others to actually on the world stage talk about how important entrepreneurship is and how important it is for a country like India to progress is going to thaw a lot of mindsets in this country and a lot of parents who actually believe that their kids should not be looking at entrepreneurship.
The greater than 50% women representation is a big initiative that the GES has taken. The different diverse views and perspectives that women brought to the summit, and the fact that the way they can participate in growing the economy of the country is a great inspiration to see.
Well, there's been tremendous energy, huge amount of interaction. The networking area is packed, the panels are packed. Each one of the sessions we've had overwhelming response. I've never seen this kind of energy before. Entrepreneurs all trying to find a solution to the problems of India and of the developing world. Problems relating to pollution, problems relating to transportation, problems relating to water. They're all these youngsters who are looking at finding solutions.
Traveling to different countries to network with different entrepreneurs and different change makers, it's really tough because this is such a platform where I can meet people from more than 150 countries in a single platform, sharing ideas, networking, and then trying to get those ideas back to my country, even trying to partner internationally. So those are the best thing. And in the other side, like mentoring, like I can choose where to sit and for example, I was staying in Future of Cinema because I want a movie on demand best startup. So that was more productive for me.
GES 2017 for me was awesome event. Okay, the first of its kind that I have seen in India, where the number of entrepreneurs that have been brought in, and it's very tailor-made for entrepreneurs and at such a large scale. I thought they bridged entrepreneurs, people with potential funding sources, the right kind of governmental interventions, and how do they connect with large institutions. I thought that was brilliant.
I really wanted to be a part of this pitch because I think that, one, our message about the work that we do in rural India and the importance of women energy entrepreneurs was something that I felt that the GES platform could really cater to. GES to me is a really important initiative because it's not just bringing entrepreneurs together. For me specifically, being Indian American, it's bringing Indian entrepreneurs, it's bringing American entrepreneurs, it's bringing Indian government, it's bringing the US government. So I find myself in this lovely bridge of hope that more women entrepreneurs like myself can be dually supported by both countries.
I think it's very helpful to a lot of young women who come out here for them to listen to our stories and to actually get a chance to meet us and to ask us questions, and hopefully our stories will help them, and that's what it's all about, is to inspire the next generation.
It's like a whole new experience. I spoke with the founder of Book My Show. I spoke with Ritesh Agarwal, the founder of OA Rooms, and they seem pretty much interested in my ideas. You cannot get this kind of access at a local level. This is like a next level thing. I get to interact with the whole global ecosystem at one stage, and like just 3 days, it has accelerated me from from 0 to 1.
In these 3 days, in terms of the globe getting together, connecting, and really being a catalyst to each other's dreams and making a difference is absolutely tremendous. This would be one of the most memorable experiences, and we feel extremely privileged that we could see Prime Minister and Ivanka Trump, and they could kindly visit to our booth and experience this. So this definitely will be etched in our memory forever. It's amazing how a wish transforms into a reality.